4. Let me share the screen. So you would have known by now that tomorrow is your test 1. It starts at 8 a.m. and ends on September 23rd at 6 p.m. Okay, so you will have 25 questions and 60 minutes. And all the questions are multiple choice. You will be given 4 choice. You have to pick one. Okay. What do you mean by 6? Yeah. So
we have about a day to do it.
yes. So I would suggest you to start tomorrow itself, because you will be using lockdown browser and you might have some technical issues. So you never know. It's better to start early. So in lockdown browser, you have to go through some 5 steps. You have to show your ID card, your face, your whole room, everything. So it takes time. So it's better to start early. Okay? Okay. So coming back to lab, let's see the lab manual here. You all know how to access that. So chapter 4, probability and numeric simulations. Okay, so here let us straight away go to the assignment part. We have only one question. Where is that? So we have only one question to answer. So in this one whole question, you have many sub questions. Okay, it is not like only one question. Fine. So let us start. So this lab is all about the probability and simulations. Okay, so you'll be learning more about this in your lecture sections. I'm not going to go into too much theory. So let us start with the assignment problem. Now they are saying that you have been awarded a trip to Las Vegas and you have $1,200 cash given to you in addition to that. Okay, and one of your friends suggested you to play a roulette game or play gambling. So you must know what is that roulette. Let me show you. Okay, so this is how it looks. It is a table with numbers. Now, if you can see here, it has got total 38 slots. Okay, from 1 to 36 we have numbers, and other 2 slots we have zeros. So in total we have 38 slots. Okay, so coming back to the lab manual, now they are saying that your friend or a classmate will suggest him to play gambling. Now, here is the description about that game. So it goes like this. If you are playing, if you win, you will get 35 times the amount you have invested. If you lose, you will be losing 1 time the amount. For example, if I'm playing for $1, if I'm betting for $1, then if I win, I will be getting $35. If I lose, I'll be losing only $1. Okay? So in the roulette game, we have 38 slots. In that, we have 36 as a number, 2 zeros. 36 number 1 to 36 and 2 zeros. So in total, we have 38 slots. Okay. Now, to play this roulette, you place your bet on numbers, any number from 1 to 36. You just keep a coin there, and the probability will tell you which number the roulette game will choose, and that will decide your win or lose. Okay, now you'll be placing that coin on this 1 to 36 number, and if you win, you will get 35 times the amount. If you lose, you'll be losing 1 time the amount. Okay, Now consider a simulation. They are asking us to do some simulations. Suppose if we play, or if we do 10,000 trials, if a person is playing, and if we say that he is playing 10,000 times, what is the probability of him winning? Okay. So they are saying that consider a simulation using a Bernoulli random variable. So Bernoulli random variable is nothing but a variable which has only two numbers. So that variable takes only two numbers, that is 1 and 0. 0 means failure, 1 is success. So if you are experimenting something and if that is success, that means the number is 1. If the experiment is a failure, the number is 0. So the variable which takes only two numbers, 1 and 0, is a Bernoulli random variable. Okay? Now probability of winning will be 1 by 38 because we have 38 slots. So one time if you are playing, you will be getting only one number. So it is one number divided by total outcomes, that is 1 by 38. So that's about the theory part about the game. So now they are saying that these are the betting amount. You will be betting for $1, $20, 60, and 120. Now your work is to check at what point of time or at what point of simulation you will be losing all the money, which means you must be getting zero value. Okay, you have to check that. So in this lab we will be using GMP and also Excel. We will be using GMP and Excel. Okay, so let's get started on this. Open your GMP. Okay, once you open your GMP, do not open any data set. Do not open any data set. Okay, do not open any data set. Just open your GMP, go to File, GMP, File, New, Data Table. File, New, Data Table. Okay, File, New, Data Table. Once you click on that, you must be getting a window like this, empty window. Okay, do not use any subset of small town or small town data set. You must be having only this window. Now, once you open the empty window, click on the column 1 name. Right click, column info. Click on the column 1, right click, column info. Rename it as Rowlett. That's it. That's the only thing you will be doing. Just rename. Rename the column and click on OK. Okay, once you do this, now we have to enter the formula. How do we enter the formula in the GMP? Right click on the variable, that is Rowlett. You will have an option called as formula. Right click and you will have an option called as formula. Formula, click on that. You must be getting this window. Okay, formula, and then you will be getting this window. So students in WebEx, do along with me. If I'm going too fast, just tell me, I will slow down. Okay, so once you get this window, since the numbers which we get is random, we will be using random, and they also told us that it is a random Bernoulli random variable, so we will be using random binomial formula. Okay, click on random binomial, random binomial. Done. So you must be having this two terms, n and p. N is nothing but the number of times you are playing. P is the probability of winning. So probability of winning is what? 1 over 38, which is already mentioned in your lab manual. So n is number of times you are playing. So in our case, it is only 1 because probability is 1 by 38. So n equal to 1. Just click on n, okay? Click on the n part, double click on the n part. You must get a small window, type 1, enter. Okay, I'll show you again. Double click on n, double click on n, enter as 1 and enter. Done. Okay, once you do that, next is to write a p-value. So p-value, click on p, you will be typing it as 1 over 38. 1 over 38. 1 by 38. Enter. This is how it has to look. 1 comma 1 by 38. Okay. So once you are done with this, click on apply. Okay. Apply. Okay. That's it. So now you cannot say anything because we have not specified the number of iterations or number of simulations. So to enter the number of simulations, you will have this window, right? This one on the other side. So click on that, double click on the empty space here next to Rowlet. Okay, here double click, you must be getting a small window which will ask you to add rows. Add rows. Okay, so there you have to enter it as 10,000. Why? Because in your lab manual it says that you will be doing for 10,000 simulations. So this is a simulation number. So we will be entering it as 10,000. Done? Click on OK. That's it. You must be getting this column. You must be seeing 0, 1. 0, 1 is the only values you will be seeing. 0, 1. Why? Because Rowlet is a random variable, Bernoulli random variable. So you will be seeing only 0 and 1 values. Got it? So 0 means lost or lose. 1 means win. Okay? Now, once you do this, once you are completed with this, go to File, Save As. File, Save As. Now you will be saving this in an Excel workbook. So File, Save As. Now, do not enter, do not save. Change the format or Save As type. You will have a Save As type, right? So click on that and change it to Excel workbook. Click on this and change it to Excel workbook. I will go over this again. You have your GMP file. Go to File, Save As. File, Save As. Now change Save As type to Excel workbook. Okay. Now name it as Rowlet here also. Okay. Done. Save. So if you do not have Excel workbook in your Mac, then I guess you have to use one of the university computers. So you must be having Excel workbook in your laptop or computers. Okay, is Madison, are you working on the Mac? Yours is Mac? Is it working? Okay. You do not have any options here? Oh, save as. Just type it as Rowlet. See. Dot XLS. X. No. Just XLS. XLS. Yeah. Just save. Let's see. It is not. Click on use both. Is this Excel? Right? I think so. It is like both. No, this is not an Excel. Yeah, Microsoft Excel. Okay, you can use the export tab. Yeah, click on that. Yes. The first one. Yes. Next. Yeah. Export. Just click on export. Use both. Yeah. Are you sure this is Excel, right? Okay. Good. So if you have an Excel in your Mac, then go to File and click on Export. Click on S. Yes. So if you have a Mac, then go to File, Export. Okay. File, Export. You have an Microsoft Excel option here. And click on Next. Now save your workbook as Rowlet and save. Okay. Sure. Go to File, Export. File, Export. File, Export, and click on Microsoft Excel. Done. Yes, use both. It has to download. Yes, good. You're welcome. So for the Windows, so now we did save it as Rowlet, right? Rowlet, save. Now do not close your JMP, just minimize it. Okay. Now this is the Rowlet.excel. Let me save it again. Save as Excel Rowlet, save. Yes. Minimize, yeah. So you must be getting this Excel sheet. Did you all get that? Okay. So once you get this, we'll be working on this. Okay. Now, according to your lab manual, the betting amount is what? $60, 120, 20, and 1, right? So I will be showing you how to do for $1. So what is the formula and all? You will be doing for the rest of the amount. Good? Okay. Now here, type it as betting amount, or let me see what is straight up bet. Straight, okay, type it as straight up bet. Now here you will type it as amount left. Roulette, straight up bet, amount left. Done? So now here you have to enter a formula like this, equal to, always you will be entering a formula in the Excel with the equal to sign. Okay? If, open and close bracket, equal to, if IF, open and close bracket, okay? Here you have to select this, the previous column A2, okay, A2. So click on that, the first value of the roulette. Click on the first value of the roulette once you enter the formula. Just close everything which pops up. Close it. Yeah, close that. Now try again. Equal to if A2 equal to 0, comma, -1, or else you will be winning the amount, so it is 35. If A2 equal to 0, -1, comma, 35. Can't see then. If A2 equal to 0, -1, and 35. This has to be the formula. Okay, so once you are done with this, enter. If you have 0 here on the previous column, you will be seeing -1. If you have 1, you will be seeing 35. So there is no rule that you have to get the same values I have got. It changes. Okay. Students in WebEx, are you done with this? Okay. Okay. Now, once you enter the first value, just double click on that. Second. Okay. Once you enter the value, just select the value and you must be seeing this icon, the filled plus icon, filled one. Did you get that? Okay. Once you get that icon, just double click. Do not move the cursor. Hold on to that point and double click. So it will enter the values to all the 10,000 simulations. Done? Okay. So once you are done with this, somewhere else in the corner, just type it as 1000. 1 second. So the total amount is 1200, right? So it has to be 1200. Okay. So for this part, so once you get this value, you will be seeing this option. Okay, the filled plus icon. Once you see this icon, just double click on that. Georgia, did you get this? Okay, good. Okay, once you're done with this, somewhere in the corner, empty corner, just type it as 1200. That's the total amount. Type it as 1200. Now come back to the third column. Now here, enter the formula as equal to the total amount. So you have to select the cell in which you have entered it as 1200. Do not type as 1200 here. Do not do that. You have to enter the cell. Okay, just click on the cell plus the previous value. This might be a little confusing, but once you get this first part, it will be easy for you. Okay, done? Sure. Okay, so somewhere in the corner, I will just type it as 1200. That's the total amount. Okay, once you are done with that, come back to the third column, equal to, choose the cell where you have entered 1200. Okay, just choose that cell plus the previous cell of straight up bet. Okay, the first value of the second column. Choose that value. Done? Okay, and enter. Now you have to repeat the same step for the second value, equal to. Now do not choose as 1200 because that is not the total amount I have. You have to choose it as the above value, the first value in the third column. Whatever might be the value, just choose that and add the previous column's second value of the previous column. Okay, choose the cell. Do not enter manually. Done? Do you want me to repeat this also? Do you want me to repeat? Okay. So for the second row, equal to the first value of the column 3, okay, plus the second value of the second column, which is -1 for me. Done? Good? Okay, enter. So anyone wants me to repeat the same step? Okay. Now this we know that it is equal to 1200 plus the previous value, enter. Okay. Once you are done with this step, for the second line, equal to the previous value of the third column plus the second value of the second column. Okay. Done? Once you are done with this, enter. Okay. So now just go back to the previous value. Just select the last value. Okay. Move your cursor there. Now you have to wait until you get this icon, the filled plus icon. Okay. Now just hold your cursor at that point and double click. Done? So this is your amount left for the $1 bet. Got it? Now your work is to search for, now let us make some design here. So now this is like a dollar, right? So instead of number, let us put a dollar symbol. So just choose the whole entire column. So you will have this icon. Just click on the icon here. Okay. Once you do that, you must be having the dollar symbol, right? You must have the dollar symbol there in the Excel. Click on that. That's the dollar symbol. Okay. If you do not have, that's okay. This is just an optional step. Okay. Now search for 0. You have to search for 0 here in the amount left column. So on all of them, if you want to get it, just you have to first select the all the value. So to do that, you will have this icon here. So just click on the icon here on the C. Click on C. Everything will be selected, and then you have to go back and choose this dollar symbol. Okay. Okay. So now your work is to search for 0 in the $1 bet. So before we do that, it takes a lot of time. So let us fill all the columns and then search for 0. Okay. Now we are done with the $1. Type it as $1 here. Just know that. Okay. Now follow the same step for $20 bet. Okay. Do the same thing for $20 bet. Straight up bet for $20. So what do you think will be a change in this column? There will be a change in the formula. Okay. So no matter what is your betting amount, this must be your formula. If, right? If the same column of A2, it has to be a cell A2, do not change that cell. Okay. Click on cell A2 equal to 0 if equal to 0 if the amount will be 35 times, or if it is true, so it is 1 time, so 1 time into 20. Okay. Okay. So remember, for $1 bet, what did we do? For $1 bet, the formula was if A2, the cell is A2, right? If A2 equal to 0, we will be losing $1, so -1. Or else we will be winning 35 times the amount, so it was 35, right? Now for $20, the change is you just have to multiply 20 here into 20, 35 times 20. Multiply by the betting amount. Got it? Yes. Everything will be same. multiply by 20. That's the only change. You have to multiply 20 with -1 and also 35. Got it? For example, if the betting amount is 80, then what would you do? Multiply -1 with 80, 35 with 80. That's it. Okay? Now this has to be your just type GMP in the start menu. Type GMP in the start. Not there. Second. Type GMP here. Okay. So for $20, if A2 equal to 0, it is -1 into 20, comma 35 times 20. Done. This is for $20. Okay. Likewise, you will be doing for all the amount mentioned in your lab manual. And then your final step would be finding the 0. Okay. You have to find 0 in the amount left column for all the amount bet. Okay. For all the betting amount, you have to search for 0. And then you can use a screenshot, or you can just crop it, or you can use a snipping tool, which is I don't know whether it is available in the Mac or not, but in Windows you have this option called as snipping tool. So click on new, and then you can just crop whichever portion you want, and then just copy it and paste it in your Word file. Okay. Now do not do this, but I'm just telling you what to do in the final step. Your name, right? Your name, date, your section 212, and your TA name, etc. Okay. This is assignment 4. Now here for straight up $1. Okay, you have to enter the simulation number where it is 0. Simulation number is in the sense the row number. Simulation number. Okay, and now paste the crop figure. Okay, you can paste the figure wherever it says 0. That is how you will be doing this assignment. That will be your assignment 4. Now repeat the step for $20 and the remaining amount. Okay.